Hey there, tech fans. Rick here again with a quick review of the River 2 Max portable power station from our good friends at EcoFlow. This product provides 500 watts of external charging and operating capabilities in a package that weighs a little over 13 pounds. Now, before I get too deep into all the cool things that EcoFlow has built into this product, I'd like to start with a quick unboxing just to show you everything that's included with the kit, and then I'll cover the specifications because there are a lot of portable power stations on the market, and what EcoFlow's done with the brand new River 2 line is designed a portable power station that incorporates all the latest technology to give you the best value and the most powerful portable power station in as small a package as possible. So let's get started with the unboxing. When you first open up the box, you'll find the River 2 Max, again, about 13 pounds, 512 watt hours of internal capacity, 500 watts of external charging and operating capabilities that can actually surge to 1100 watts. And I'll get into more of that in a minute. You'll also find two charging kits, an AC charging kit for charging it at home, and a DC charging kit that you can use to charge it in your car. You'll plug this into any standard outlet and plug this in the back of the unit, and you can charge it from your car. You can also charge it from a solar panel. You can also charge it through the USB-C port on the front. That's a bi-directional USB-C port, which means you can connect it up to a standard wall charger as long as it's a high-powered wall charger, or actually a laptop charger if it's got a USB-C plug on it, and charge it through the front. If you use the AC kit, you can fully charge this unit in less than an hour. Think about that. You can actually charge the unit while you're packing for your vacation. That's pretty incredible. Most other portable power stations on the market use this big external charger that's a conversion brick that'll convert the AC in your home to DC, which charges the other portable power stations, and those things are incredibly inefficient. By building that charging circuit into the unit, EcoFlow has actually improved that charging cycle where it's 90% efficient and it can really quickly charge the product very safely. Also included is a 5521 to 5521 cable, and this is a specialty cable that plugs into one of these two 5521 ports in case you want to use DC for charging things like a laptop or a game console or a portable DVD player. Anything that'll accept the straight 12 volts out of the unit through that cable will charge just fine. Then finally, a full instruction manual is also included that lists everything you could possibly ever want to know about this product. Always read through these manuals because even though it's a pretty simple product to use, understanding all the features and functions will help you get the best value out of the product. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about the unit. Any portable power station on the market, really there are three things you have to think about. How do you charge the unit? What kind of battery chemistry is used inside the unit to hang on to that charge? And then once you have that battery charged and you take it out in the field, how can you deliver that charge to external products when you're out there on your camping trip or that nice long road trip? So let's start with the charging. I've already mentioned it comes with an AC charging kit. Fastest way to charge it, easily the quickest way and the safest way to charge is at home. Plug it into a wall outlet. In about 60 minutes, it'll be fully charged. If you're on the road, maybe you're between different camping sites, you can charge it from your car, really any 12-volt source. So plug it into your car, you're good to go. My favorite way to charge it, though, is to bring a portable solar panel with me and set that up outside the camping site, plug it into the back of the unit. That solar panel will drink in that beautiful sunlight, turn it into electricity, and send it over to the power station and charge the power station. Now, they've also built a specialized circuit inside the unit called an MPPT circuit because the solar panel isn't consistent power. Like DC's consistent power, AC's consistent power, but a solar panel is really dependent on how much sun is hitting the solar panel, and if you set it up, there could be clouds going by. Late in the day, the sun goes down. So what an MPPT circuit does is it regulates the power coming from that solar panel and squeezes every little bit of electricity out of it to efficiently charge the unit. A lot of other products on the market have to have that MPPT circuit in the solar panel or used externally. With this one, it's built into the unit, so they've really thought of everything you want to do. And then finally, the fourth way to charge it, again, is through that USB-C port on the front. It's bi-directional, so if you have a high-powered wall charger that can charge up to 100 watts, PD would be even better. Plug it in there and you can charge the unit. That's the slowest way to charge it, but I like combining AC with the DC or the USB connection to really speed up the charging. So you can do it a couple of different ways. All right, so once you have the unit charged, what kind of battery technology is inside? Because honestly, This unit is a big battery, and the battery chemistry is really important. A lot of portable power stations on the market are still using lithium polymer batteries, which is an older technology. It works pretty well for laptops and phones and game consoles. The problem with a portable power station using LiPo technology is the fact that it doesn't really charge long, so it takes a long time to charge it. It doesn't hold the charge for very long. And then the bigger problem is you can only charge and discharge it so many times. So it works okay, but it's not the best technology, especially if you're going to be in hot weather or cold weather. LiPo technology doesn't do well in those extremes. This product uses lithium iron phosphate batteries, which is the very latest battery chemistry in the market. It does a really good job in hot weather, cold weather. It holds onto the charge for a long time. But the most important thing is you can charge it over 3,000 times. And if you think about that for a second, if you charged it once a day, which you won't, you can charge it for 10 years and use the product, not have to worry about those batteries. So you know you're going to get a lot of use out of the battery. All right, so once you've charged it, you've got a really nice battery inside that's going to hang on to the charge. You get out in the field on your camping trip. How do you use that stored energy? Well, there are three ways that most portable power stations deliver power externally to devices: AC, just like in your home; DC, just like in your car; and USB, just like a wall charger. So let's start with the AC. On the front of the unit, you'll find 4 AC plugs right there that are standard plugs. 2 of those are 3-prong, 2 of those are 2-prong. You can plug anything in there you normally plug in at home, and you can draw up to 500 watts out of the unit. So things like lights and drills and blenders or fans, whatever you want to plug in when you're on a camping trip, plug it right in the front and you're good to go. A couple of things to keep in mind: this unit has a surge protector built in where it can actually exceed that 500 watts of output and allow you to draw up to 1100 watts out of it. And that's super important if you're plugging something in like a drill or a blender or a fan that has a motor in it, because when you first turn a motor on, it draws a lot more current and then it settles down a little bit. If you're using a portable power station that doesn't have that surge capability, you're going to pop a circuit breaker. With this one, 500 watts steady state up to 1100 watts in surge. The other big difference with the AC in this unit versus a lot of other units is that it's a pure sine wave output, and that's important if you're plugging in sensitive electronics, because the clock internally on that electronics may require that 60 cycle coming out of the unit. This one is a pure sine wave, so you're in really good shape there. All right, the next thing would be DC, just like in your car. That's standard 12 volts. You'll see a port right here, which is just like the one in your car, and that's going to deliver 12 volts at up to 10 amps. That's a lot of current coming out of DC. There are also 2 5521 ports on the bottom. Now, those 5521 ports will deliver 12 volts at 3 amps, and again, there are specialty cables on the market where you can plug in there and you can connect directly to a laptop or a DVD player or a game console. You'll have to find that cable on your own, but one of the cables I like an awful lot is a conversion cable like this that has a 5521 plug on one end and a DC port on the other end. So you can plug that into one of these 5521s, and all of a sudden now you've got 2 DC ports. You could plug a second one in over here and have 3 DC ports, but remember, only this one delivers 10 amps. These deliver 3 amps each, but still it gives me another way to charge things that I would normally charge in my car. And then finally, the USB connections on this unit are incredibly smart. So there are 3 full-sized USB-A ports. Each of those deliver 5 volts at up to 2.4 amps, which is the highest amount of current you'll get out of a USB-A connection. So anything you plug into a charger at home, your phone, your tablet, your game console, you can plug into those USB-A ports and they'll work just fine for you. The real shining star on this, though, is the USB-C port right over there. Now, a USB-C port is the latest version of USB-C connections, and you'll see that on a lot of newer phones, game consoles, tablets, laptops. That USB-C port is also PD, which is a quick charging standard, power delivery, that'll actually look at the unit you're plugging into it. It'll determine how much of a charge it needs, and it'll adjust its voltage and current to compensate for that product specifically and charge it quickly and safely. So it's an incredibly smart port that you'll plug into there. So if you have a device that's PD compatible, once you plug it in, all that magic will happen. The other thing that's really nice is that port can supply up to 100 watts of power. That's a lot of power out of a USB-C port, and that's important because if you're plugging in drone batteries or a tablet or a laptop, you need that extra power. So 100 watts will handle all those devices. So really in the USB-C section, you've got 3 USB-As and 1 USB-C port, which means you can plug in all of your USB devices. And then the last thing I want to mention is the unit has a very nice display in the front that will give you all the information you need to understand about the unit while it's operating. While you're charging it, you'll see how much current's going into the unit. When you're using it, you'll see how much current's coming out of the unit. There's a clock on the front that'll tell you how long you can actually use the unit with the charge that's still available on the batteries. And that's really nice when you're out camping, because maybe you're out for a couple of days and you're in your 3rd day of camping and you're down to 25% of the battery. When you have things plugged in, it's really nice to know, gee, I've only got got another 2 hours of charge left in this unit. Maybe I don't need to charge that game console. Maybe the phones are more important, or the drone battery. So they give you a lot of really good information that's also available through an external application. So EcoFlow has built an app. You can download it on your phone, and you can get all that detail on your phone and have control over the unit as well from your phone. So I think EcoFlow has built the product, like I said at the beginning, that really is on the leading edge of what portable power stations have become. And they're a company that's constantly innovating and building in new features. And I really like them a lot for that forward-looking technology that they're putting into their products. And that's pretty much all I had for today. So I've been using this product myself personally for, I'm going to say, about 4 months. I've had it out camping. I've had it out in the car. I've charged my drone batteries with it. I've charged a bunch of portable devices, and it just works really well. So if you're looking for a portable power station, this may be the one to look at. I like it a lot. I think you're going to like it a lot as well. So thanks an awful lot for watching, and until next time, as always, stay nerdy.